1, 2, 3, 4.
The first 4 bars as B flat 7, then 2 bars of E flat, then 1 bar of D7, 1 bar of G7, 3 bars of C7, and then the break, and then 4 more bars of B7. Okay, so first thing is that this progression is kind of bluesy, especially the first 6 bars. The first 6 bars is the same bars like a 12 bar blues. Right, you have your right, you have that 1 to 4 thing going on there, and it's also bluesy because all the chords are dominant 7 chords. I know in blues all the chords are again dominant 7 blues, right? But it's not a full. I want to say it's a full blues. So anyway, another important thing to know about these chords is that they all go to 5-1. Every change is 5 to 1. So the first change we have is B flat to E flat. That's a 5 to 1. Then we have E flat to D. Now D is a substitution, a tritone substitution for A flat. Right, so E flat to A flat is a 5 to 1. Right? We have E flat to D instead, which is fine. That's also, you can also treat that like a 5-1. Then we have D to G, right? G to G is a 5 to a 1. Then G to C. It's another 5 to a 1. That's the most common 5 to 1 is G to C. You can also look at this as a 2-5-1. D, G, and C, right? 2, 5, 1. Yes. So one thing to keep in mind about this is that you could add a lot of tension to it, because no matter how much tension you add on the first chord, the next chord it resolves on the following chord, right? This is a 5 to 1. Anyway you go, if you do it here, so you can play all the outside notes you want over E flat. Once you spell out the D7 next, it'll be good. So I think that's the biggest thing to remember about this, or keep in mind about this chord progression. So blues and tension release, that's basically what it's about. And it's also a very funky rhythm, so make sure and make your notes have a rhythm to them, or the rhythm to them, right? A rhythm to them. Great. So what that is it's a bluesy lick. It's over the B7 chord, sorry, the B flat 7 chord. I go root, minor third, major third, F, G, G sharp, B flat. So that's like playing your root, minor third, major third, fifth, major sixth, minor 7, back to root. And I play it kind of staccato to kind of create a rhythmic tension, right? So it can kind of set it up for the next lick I play, which is right, which is a half whole scale. Half whole scales are great to play with dominant 7 chords because they have the minor 7, they have the minor and major third, and I believe there's the 6th as well and the 5th. I don't quote me on that, but I think so. Yeah, if you look it up, I'm sure you'll see those intervals. So it's great, it's fantastic to play over dominant 7 chords. Really good to play. So it's also a good answer to this. It's a nice response to that lick there. Right, so we're still on the B7 chord. Yeah, so I play some licks from the B flat minor pentatonic to kind of make a rhythm. There's a little bit of a motif there because I'm doing like I'm playing these 3 notes, right? And I play it again, but a different rhythm and different spot. So this is like a call and answer, right? This is the call. The answer sound like, so it's like a conversation. It's like I say, hello, how are you? And you say, I'm fine, thank you, right? That kind of thing. And then to signify that I'm changing chords, I do this chromatic rundown to the 3rd of the E flat, which is a G. That spells out the chord really nicely. So whenever you land on a 3rd of the next chord, you resolve the tension, and it's also like the 3rd is like the best note to signify to the listener that the chord has changed. It also shows that you know what chord you're on, and I recommend doing that a lot. Not too much though, because it could get kind of corny after a while, but definitely you want to do that over some of the changes, because that really, it just sounds good. Right, so now for the E flat chord, E flat 7. So I just kind of go back up the riff I played before. I'm on the 7 of the E flat, right? Kind of land there, kind of hang out there a little bit. Then I do a arpeggio of sorts. I play the 3rd, the 2nd, the root, 7th, and then I do the same thing on the D7, but just to a semitone lower. So that's good. That's also another motif, right there. But I end on a G instead, because G is the root of my next chord. Great, right? So over the G, I want to create some tension, So G is only for one bar, so it's a nice chord to create tension off of. So I do the whole tone scale. Right, and this sets me up perfectly for the third of the next chord, which is here E. So it sets me up for a chromatic enclosure. Chromatic enclosure is when you play the notes on each side of the note that you want to get of your target note. So I play E flat, F, and E. Right when the song changes to C. Right? And then over the C, I'd use triad pairs. I'd go C major, then B flat major, oops, then C major again, another B flat major, the C major, then a higher C major. Right, so that kind of spells out in the Mixolydian notes. That B flat major, the C major, highlights all the notes of the C Mixolydian scale, except for I think that's all. No, except for the, I can't remember right now, but most of the notes, all the important ones at least. And then I do this kind of. So what I'm really doing here is I'm doing an octave and a fifth. It also kind of sounds like fourths. So I'm going here to here. C to G. G to C, sorry. So it's a kind of a fourth flavor. And to keep that fourth flavor going, the theme is next, the break is next. So I play the break, but a fourth up. And again, to further accent that, or further use that fourth flavor, or quartal flavor, I play this arpeggio. Which is, so back on the B flat 7 chord now, the first bar. We're on bar 13. Yeah, we're bar 13. And it's a B flat 7. And I do quartals. I play this thing in quartals. So I go. So I'm playing a fourth, an arpeggio, and a fourth, an arpeggio. Sorry, for octave, not arpeggio, sorry, octave. Fourth, an octave, then a fourth, an octave, then a fourth, and so forth, right? So forth, get it? And then I do a B flat 7 arpeggio. Then a bluesy lick. In a minor blues pentatonic. And then I stay in that scale and I do some more bends and stuff. That kind of thing. To keep the blues flavor going. Right. And then I want to create tension again. So what I do to create all that tension is I play all the non-diatonic notes of B flat major. So I don't know if you know this, but if you play a minor pentatonic scale off of the minor third interval of a major chord, you play all the outside, all the non-diatonic notes. Right? So my chord here is B flat 7. The minor third of B flat 7 will be C sharp. So I'm just gonna play C sharp pentatonic. So that will create a lot of tension. After the tension, I go back to the major third of B flat, which is D. I do a nice kind of arpeggio runs, right? It's kind of like a triad pair as well, kind of not. Let me show you what it is. Right? So what that is it's a B flat 7 arpeggio from the third. Then the tritone substitution, which is E major. Then I go up a tone from that, which is F major. Then I do a Mixolydian kind of triad pair. So that would be C major. Then B flat major. Right? And resolve on the G. G is the third of the E flat 7. Right. So remember that because they're all dominant 7 chords, it's all 5 to 1 progressions. You can just keep on adding tension once you release them, right? Once you release them, you could add a tension all day long. So next thing we're gonna do, so we're gonna G now. We're gonna do some diminished arpeggios over this E flat. So that's the first one here. Another diminished arpeggio for that one. And then we're gonna go to the third of the D7 chord, which is F sharp. Then play some chord tones. So we have A, the fifth, the sixth, the root, and the third. Then we're gonna kind of create a motif and do the same, something similar, but with G. G is the next chord, right? So we have G. So we got G, major third, fifth, sixth, and G. Then another chromatic enclosure to land on the fifth of the next chord, C major, C double 7, G. Right? Then I play a really cool scale. I play a overtone scale, also called Mixolydian sharp 4, also called Lydian flat 7. This is the fourth mode. I think it's the fourth mode of the melodic minor scale. Right? This scale really is good to play over tritone substitutions, but I just chose to play it over C, over the C7 to kind of because I wanted to create a little tense song, a tension I have that we haven't heard before in the tune. I mean, I never did the Lydian flat 7 scale in the song so far, so I use it at this point. So I go like land on the flat 5 real dissonant, and I resolve again to the G, and do another run, and then I do the transform or triad pairs to the F sharp triad pair. That is the tritone, right? And then tune up from tritone. Should be G sharp or A flat, really. Then B flat, Mixolydian, then C. So these two again, can I spell out Mixolydian? And these two were just tritone stuff. And then the theme. And then back to blues. I have 4 more bars of B flat. So I do a bend. I'm bending up to the 5th B flat, then minor 3rd, and then major 3rd. So again, right, we're mixing that minor and major 3rd to get a bluesy sound. And then I do this pattern. Right, just a descending chromatic thing. That's it. Thanks for watching. Right, so remember, you can get all this information. You can download an ebook about this song, a full guide to the song with all the skills you can use, in-depth analysis of the chords of the song, and also a more in-depth analysis of the solo I played on it, and tabs, complete tabs for the solo. Right, you can get it on my Patreon page, and also on Amazon.com. You can download Amazon as an ebook, also as a hard copy book. But on Amazon, you won't get my Guitar Pro tab. Also included in this, on my Patreon page, you can get the Guitar Pro tab for this, or just a regular PDF tab for this. It only costs you $5 US, and you can have access to all my other tabs as well. Alright, thanks for watching. Take care.